Now, anyone who's been with someone who cheats on a regular will endorse all these things I'm about to say. Listen, cheaters have an MO. Yes, people who cheat have a way they do things. It's almost as if they're learning from the same cheater's handbook and end up saying the same things. There's certain characteristics, male or female, that run through. Now, if you are currently in a relationship and you are dealing with someone who is a huge cheat, these are definitely some things that they would say. Stay tuned. I'll run you through them in a moment. Welcome back. Jessica is my name and this is my YouTube channel. So let's jump into a couple of things that people who cheat say on a regular. If you'd like to spot a cheat, if you'd want to figure out if you're this person that you're in love with or this person that you've been dating for a while is being untruthful and most likely has someone lurking in the shadows or trotting on the sidelines, then this is the perfect video for you. Welcome once again. So one of the phrases that people who cheat use a lot is, "it didn't mean anything." And this is usually after you've caught them, after they probably engaged in a short fling, a one-night stand, something very short-term. They would be quick to try to diffuse the situation by telling you that, yes, they engaged in the act, but it did not mean anything. Now, here's my 2 cents. I personally think that if this person really loves you, they will consider your feelings. It's not really about how they internalized or accepted the infidelity or rationalized it to themselves. It's about the fact that they have betrayed your trust in the relationship that you thought was going to be just the two of you. Prior to, you hadn't had any conversations, but they were busy out there sowing their wild oats and being unfaithful with other people. Now, when a cheat tells you that it didn't mean anything, run. Such people make it seem as if it's okay to have simple, fleeting relationships with people who are not part of your union. When cheats say it didn't mean anything, what exactly does that mean? Did they consider how you would feel if you found out? It certainly did mean something, and you should never just allow them to push that under the rug. Now, the second thing cheaters do is they will have excuses for staying away from you. So they randomly have these spur of the moment trips that they need to take. It's usually blamed on an office retreat, all these fancy corporate hangouts and whatnot. A friend you've never heard about may have popped out, out of the blue from out of town and suddenly would be requiring their attention. Now, there's nothing wrong if this happens every once in a while, but if you begin to see a pattern, if you begin to realize that every Friday night at a certain time they're unavailable because they're supposedly engaged in this other thing that's supposed to be taking their time, I'm saying don't jump to conclusions straight away that they're cheating, but however, make sure that you know for sure, or you get to the bottom of whatever it is that they want you to believe. Are they the business owner? Can they never give an excuse for the reason why they cannot be at whatever function? Better yet, why can't they take you along to this all-important thing? Yes, I know, maybe some work, getaways would not allow you to come with partners. However, there are also some that do. I'm saying do your homework well, because this is something that you would hear them do or see them do every single time. Number 3, most people who cheat will play the friendship card. What does that look like? They'll tell you that, oh, this person's just a friend. Oh, it's some old friend I had. Oh, I just made this new friend. You would hear that friend word being bandied about more than you would care to. Now, a lot of people who cheat have the proclivity to label inappropriate relationships under the friendship tag. Declaring a friendship as platonic is usually one way to easily get you to chill or not kick up a fuss just because they're on the phone with this person or hanging out with this person a bit too much. Meanwhile, deep down, they know that it's deeper than that. Now, the friendship card is usually thrown or used when there's something deeper going on. Shine your eye, as my Nigerians would say. People who cheat will gaslight you. Now, just in case you haven't heard of gaslighting, the dictionary defines it as to manipulate someone by psychological means into questioning their own sanity. Now, get this. Gaslighting happens when the perpetrator tries to control the victim by twisting their sense of reality. A typical example would be a partner doing something abusive and then pretending that it never happened or denying that it ever happened. Gaslighters also try to convince their partners that they're mentally unfit or too sensitive. Now, the person who's cheating has one goal in this instance. It's to make you feel insecure, question yourself, and cease to question them or pursue answers that address your concerns. Be smart, and you'll detect a gaslighter miles away. Now, another thing people who cheat try to do is to shift blame. You know, you caught them cheating, and the first thing they do is tell you that, well, it was your fault because maybe you're not providing a certain need that they want. They may or may not have discussed this with you in the past, but they're always quick to make you feel as if you are the reason for their behavior. I'm here to tell you today that if there's someone who is cheating on you and they're trying to blame it on you, shake that off, because you can never control an adult person, neither can you tell them how to behave when they're faced with situations. It's a matter of decision making. If they took the wrong decision and sought out an option that best suited them at the time by going over to cheat, they can never put that at your doorstep. It was their decision and they need to take responsibility for it. Now, before I go any further, I need to give a special shout out to my sponsor for today, and that is Passion Air. It's a Ghanaian airline that commutes from one Ghanaian city to the next for tourists, for business people, and just for anyone who needs to, get to your destination fast, affordably, and conveniently enough. Passion Air is the airline I would recommend. And so log on to their website, book a ticket today, and you'll have absolutely no regrets. Back to the video. Another thing cheaters like to do is to deny fault. Honey got me, now she got me red-handed, and in with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both banging on the bathroom floor. Yeah, it's like pop culture has made it a thing where if basically you're not caught red-handed, you can deny it from here to Jericho and no one can challenge you. It's like provide evidence or shut up. Now, the first instinct of most cheats is to deny accusations. It doesn't mean that they're innocent. It just means that you'll have to take the longer route to prove their guilt. Now, one thing that a lot of cheats do as well is to play with semantics. So, for instance, you could say, I caught you cheating. I know you're cheating on me. They would say, I'm not having sex with anybody. Yes, they're not having sex with anybody, but cheating means different things to different people. You see, there are different types of cheating. There's physical cheating where you're jumping in their bed. Emotional, you're fantasizing about them. You're sending them sexually suggestive messages that would make your partner uncomfortable if they find it. That is all cheating. The fact that you haven't gone up and slid into his or her bed doesn't absolve you from the cheating tag. I believe that the moment people begin to accept that, things will become a lot more clearer when it comes to relationship do's and don'ts. Some people think the only time it's cheating is if you actually go on to have sex or you have any physical touch with a person. You see, that's the difference between men and women. A lot of men do the physical thing, women do more of the emotional cheating. Say a work colleague will be sending her inappropriate messages, flirting with her. She loves the attention and she's taking it back. That's all cheating. And if you disagree, please put it in the comments below. Let's have a healthy banter on this. But I feel that too many people try to get away with illegally investing their emotions elsewhere, apart from the partner they're in a committed relationship with. Another thing is, cheaters are usually quick to blame technology. How many times have you tried to reach him or her on a certain time of the week or at a certain time of the week, and their phone is always off or unreachable? For some reason, their messages never deliver at a certain time of day. It's not coincidence. They do not live in a bad network area. It just so happens to be the case. They would blame it on technology. My battery died. I had no data. I ran out of credit. Listen, people come up with some of the most ridiculous things and blame it all on technology. Cheats use these kinds of technological limitations to try to get ahead of their partners. Don't fall for it. It's not possible that he or she will have a low battery on Fridays at 11 p.m. It's not possible that they ran out of data every Sunday afternoon. Don't buy into the technology hogwash. Another thing a lot of cheats do is to use social media as a way to facilitate their infidelity. They'll shout, "It's just Snapchat." Meanwhile, we all know that a lot of the messages that pop up on Snapchat do not stay for more than a few seconds. A lot of cheats are moving away from the traditional ways of texting to ways where messages disappear in seconds and there's no trace whatsoever for someone to even come and catch them, so to speak. Be smart. Figure out how some of these platforms work and save yourself some heartache. And don't just take everything they say hook, line, and sinker. Now, there's some cheats who will go to the extent of openly questioning the whole idea of monogamy. When you guys met, they never indicated that they had issues with monogamy. But suddenly it's like, hey, are human beings even meant to be monogamous? That's a giveaway sign that they're either considering having multiple partners or are already engaged in it. Don't get me wrong, there may be people who have genuine questions, but really, what's with the interest? You see, the strategy is all about laying the groundwork for an excuse so that in the future, basically, if they get caught, they already tell you that they've been toying with such ideas and therefore need to be pardoned. Well, you may find this video controversial or you might find it helpful. Either way, if you're on the cheating end of the stick, then you know that what I'm saying is mostly true. If there are other ways and other things that cheats say, please drop them in the comments so we can help other people who are in such unfortunate relationships with these people who can't seem to commit. And if you're a cheat watching this video, maybe your time is up. Pray that your partner never finds it. I'll end it here. My name is Jessica. Thanks for watching the video. And shout outs to all the members who just joined my community. And if you found this video helpful and you know it will help someone else out there, share it. I'll appreciate that. Cheers.